Very friendly, very nice people. No matter what their situations were, they were very upfront. You know, they were willing to talk to you.
I find that mostly at a blackjack table. You can talk to people when you're all sitting, because you're all playing together and conversations get going at a blackjack table.
Yeah.
At the slot machine, you're pretty much all alone.
No.
Crap table, people really are not talking to each other that much, but
No, at the slot machines, we were all talking. We had like a little group.
You knew each other, or
we didn't know each other until I made all these friends. I knew about 80 people. That we would actually call each other and meet up and go to dinners and shows together.
Oh, so you had a little support group.
It was like a whole little community that was formed.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you would go there, and did you share tips on how to play the slots with each other? Were they as lucky as you were, or something you had?
Well, what I found out, and it started happening when I was in Las Vegas the first time, I realized I was playing this big giant machine in Las Vegas. It was a 10 times machine. And it was so big that I looked, and they had like all this little window, and it had all the numbers, and they would be turning, and I started looking at it, and then I was trying to figure out, gee, what happens, when those numbers turn? Is it getting any closer to the jackpot? And it was. And that's when I realized that I do have this gift where when I look at a slot machine, I kind of see where the programming is in the machine.
And you said actually that you worked in computer programming.
I did.
You mentioned that.
I did. So
what type of programming did you work with?
Well, actually, I was a computer operator when I was working at my job, but I had gone to CPI to learn computers, so I had some programming knowledge. COBOL, I think it was in those days. It was so long ago. But so anyway, watching the machines, I'm very observant, and I would be watching the machines, whereas other people, they go to the casino, they just go there and they don't pay attention. They just want to escape. You were asking, why do people go there? The other reasons, some people, like when we were kids, you want to play a game. People like to play games. Sometimes it does get out of hand and they become addictive.
I can tell for myself, part of it was a challenge to see if I could beat the system, and you'll see different people going there. They think they have a method. Alan Alder wrote in his book that he also went and tried to earn money by playing with the horses, and he tried certain methods. So people tried to beat the system. That's another.
I was always challenging myself. It was so easy.
For you.
Well, I realized that I would only sit down at machines that I knew were going to win. I can't really explain it fully.
You had a feeling, okay? You can see the aura on the machine? Would you call it that?
No, it's more like the positions of the numbers and the bars and the symbols.
So that brings up a good point. Do you, in your book, give any tips? And by the way, the book can be found on Kindle, CreateSpace, and Amazon.com.
It's not on Kindle.
It's not on Kindle yet?
Not on Kindle.
It's on Amazon.com?
It's on Barnes & Noble, too.
And Barnes & Noble. And your website is www.kildaycrafts.com. KILDAYKRAFTS.com. So, do you give any advice in your book about playing, at the casinos?
I do. And
how to win?
I use one machine as a model because if I feel that all the machines are programmed the same. No matter what you see on the screen, they're all programmed the same.
The programming behind the machine is the same regardless of what the game is?
Yes. So you have to look for certain things before you're going to hit that progressive jackpot, let's say.
And Matt, you give away the secrets in the book?
I do,
Okay.
because I
A lot of
read
people
many
out there.
slot machine books.
Well, let me ask you. So now, let's say everyone gets this book, and now they know the secret. You think it'll put the casinos out of business, or they'll change something?
Absolutely, it won't put them out of business, and the reason why is there are so many variables. Like when you go to a casino, you don't know who was sitting there before you, for instance, and you absolutely, the one tip I have to tell you is make sure that you're playing the maximum amount of coins in whatever you're playing. Because if you don't, it delays the machine from hitting the jackpot. It'll stop that programming until someone comes along and starts playing the maximum amount of coins.
And then when they have the maximum amount, so the computer starts getting closer to the jackpot?
Much quicker, too. So when you sit down at a slot machine, you don't know if someone was playing 1 coin on a 3-coin machine. If they were, it has delayed that jackpot
From becoming closer.
quite a bit.
Okay.
It's almost like going backward instead of forward.
Okay, getting to that, closer to that number for the jackpot. That's very interesting. Where's all the money today?
Well, during those 5 years, like I said, I didn't win it all at once. It was little by little. And I did. I gave the money away. People needed oil for their houses.
So you became a charity.
I guess.
You took from the rich and you gave to the poor.
I was the rich, though. I was taking from myself.
Robin Hood.
The only 2 people, I mean, I do regret, the only 2 people I wasn't thinking about was myself and my husband, thinking,
And you didn't leave
I'll
any
keep
money
going.
for yourself? Or you probably felt that you can still win?
I always tried to keep that first 10,000 that I, and play with that.
But you won $3.4 million.
Yeah, I was
Where did it
giving
go?
them, it went away.
You gave it to, you were
gave
giving it up because it came in small amount or in different amounts. You were giving it piecemeal and didn't realize how much you were giving away?
No, well, no, I didn't realize it. It's true. And so until I started writing the book. It took me 2 years to write this book. I stopped going to the casino. And the reason why I stopped was I was being taxed so much. Here I was, a person on disability. I was being taxed like a millionaire. And I was giving the money away, and then I didn't have the money to pay the taxes.
Oh, okay, so you
when
didn't
tax
realize
time
that.
came. And I had to go back to the casino to make more money, to pay the taxes. It was like a vicious cycle. And the other thing was, because I was so well known for winning so much, people were following me around, asking me, what machine should I play? Can I play the machine you're playing so that I too can win?
You should have charged for a consultation fee. We're almost done with the program. What we do at the end of Meet the Author is we have the author sign a copy of their book for the show, okay?
Jason.
And because that's important, because people do like to get signed copies by the author
Okay.
for the show. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. And I
You're
wish
welcome.
you really a tremendous amount of luck.
I do have to
with the
say,
book.
though, I do have to say, I was not afraid, and that's an important lesson. After I saw what happened to my friend, I'm not afraid to live. I'm not afraid to spend money, even if
Enjoy
it
yourself,
hurts. I'm
yeah.
not afraid to enjoy myself. And
So-
if that's what makes you happy, that's my advice for people.
Don't worry about the casino. Enjoy yourself.
No, I mean, enjoy yourself, whatever that is.
Whatever
and
it
if
is.
going to the casino makes you happy, I'm happy for you.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
I mean, people might not like that message, but, it's
I don't know
true.
if that many people are saying that nowadays. There might be some,
No,
but
there's a
again,
lot
you
of them.
go to the casino and it's packed, so, there's
Yeah.
different, that's why we have a democracy. There's different points of view,
But like I
that's
said,
true.
the casino people, they treated me, with so much respect.
You said they treated you quite well.
Very well. very well.
And you liked the people at Mohegan Sun, you said?
Yeah, they're the best, really.
You felt they were better than other casinos? Giving them a
Except
plug
for
right now?
one casino, which is now known, it changed hands, it's now known as the Las Vegas Hotel. It was the Las Vegas Hilton.
And we're done.
They were, you know, very good.
Well, thank you, and we're all done with our show for Meet the Author, and it was a pleasure having you, Debbie, my friend, as a guest on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
My pleasure.